Conversations define and determine your success. Welcome to part 2 of why we need to move the conversations faster. And in this part, I'm going to kind of break down the importance of conversations for you. Now, there are 3 kinds of conversations that determine or define the success you are going to have moving forward. The first is the conversations you have. Those conversations will greatly influence the outcomes that happen in your world. The conversations you do not have will also have a great impact on your world and the kinds of things that happen. And then finally, the conversations you want to have. There are conversations we want to have that we avoid. And these are the conversations that I'm hoping to help you with the most. Now, before we jump into it, there's one thing I think you really need to understand about conversations. We have conversations at 3 levels. The first is we have conversations at the level of ourselves, in our own heads. We talk to ourselves in ways that are both helpful and harmful. So one of the things we have to do as we master ourselves as leaders and people who go out in the world and make change and make impact is a conversation with ourselves is the first conversation we have to master. The second conversation we have to master is the conversation with our inner circle. Those are the people who are closest to us and who mean the most to us. Where this often plays out is most of us care too much about what other people think about us. One of the tricks I learned from Brené Brown is that you take 10 people in your network and you say, these are the 10 people whose opinions I care about. You take those people and you write them down on a piece of paper and you put that piece of paper in your pocket. Whenever somebody criticizes you, you have criticism, somebody's telling you, hey, whatever you're doing is crazy, outlandish, it's not worth doing. You look at your list of 10 people, and if those people are not on that list of 10, you completely ignore them. So we have to master the conversation with our inner circle. We have to curate our inner circle. We have to make sure that the people who are closest to us are what I call wolves. Because I strongly believe the strength of the pack is in the wolf, and the strength of the wolf is in the pack. And that combination gives us the strength to transform sectors, organizations, and make an impact on the world. And the third level you have to be having conversations is with the sector or system you're trying to impact. When you go out into the world, you have to be able to give presentations. You have to be able to talk to the world in a way that you attract people to the change or the difference you're trying to make. You see, what people don't recognize is that conversation is the action. And we shape the future through the conversations we have. We take conversations for granted. Conversation is the thing that separates human beings from all other animals around the world. And there are 3 things that really separate us as humans. The first is our capacity for language. The second is our ability to set goals. And the third is for us to share those goals with each other and work towards a future we predetermine. We decide that, and all of that is mediated through conversations. So when you think about the conversations you have, tough or hard conversations only help you build a better future. And the faster you're able to have those tough conversations, the better future you can have on the other side of that. Conversations shape relationship, they influence outcomes, and they determine our success. When we avoid hard conversations, we rob other people of the opportunity to grow, to take responsibility, and to be part of a problem-solving approach. I firmly believe words create worlds, and that conversation is the action. We build our future through conversations, and if we don't learn how to navigate hard conversations, that future that we dream of will be much harder to attain.